And tonight, much of California is dealing with some wind. Let's begin in Southern California. Things look calm on this map here. These are airport observations. You can see winds are basically calm, but you start to see these circles of shades of yellow and orange right there. That's where the winds start to pick up about 30 to 40 miles an hour. So that's to be a big issue again for the Thomas Fire in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. And much of Southern California is still under a red flag warning for at least another 24 hours or so, not mainly due to the wind, but due to the very dry conditions we are experiencing in California. We're talking about humidity levels below 10%, and it's been weeks, even months in some areas of California where they've seen some rain here. So here's future gas to give you an idea of what's going to go on here over the next 24 hours or so. You can see the magenta color starting to pick up. That's where winds are about 60 miles an hour in some locations, but Santa Clarita tonight, tomorrow morning, could have wind gusts close to 40 miles an hour. Things will calm down a little bit Sunday afternoon, but still close to about 50-mile-an-hour gusts for most locations, and things really quiet down once we get to about Sunday night into Monday morning. And we had some strong wind gusts on the west side of the valley today. Winds close to 50 miles an hour in some locations out towards Kettleman City, more Los Banos. You also had some very strong wind gusts. So the west side of the valley is still under a wind advisory until 7 o'clock this evening, and there were a number of areas reported of a blowing dust for the valley, so that's an issue still for a couple more hours. Winds though look to be calming down. Strongest wind right now in Merced about 12 miles this evening, and that push of wind really pushed the fog and haze to parts of the east and south valley. That's why we're seeing visibility about 5 to 6 miles for Fresno and Hanford. The rest of the valley looking okay here. And some parts of the valley already in the 40s tonight. We're at 46 degrees in Madera, 46 in Visalia, and 55 in Merced. It was much warmer in Merced because of those winds here, and really the haze just created a shade barrier for the South Valley, so it was tough to warm up. Some spots didn't even get out of the 40s today. Madera County southward running it a little bit cooler compared to this time yesterday. There's the trough that's digging in, the cold front that's leaving California now, cold air behind it. It did produce a few snow flurries in the northern Sierra, but other than that, it was just a dry system bringing colder temperatures to central California. Quick look outside to our GE Clovis Applied Sky Cam at Pulaski and 5th in Old Town Clovis, where things are a little busy tonight. A number of people probably Christmas shopping, and it's a little chilly out there. 50 degrees, winds out of the northeast about 5 miles. Our highs today, well, it all depends where you were. Fresno topped out at 55, 65 in Merced because of clear skies and those warm winds. 56 was the high in Visalia, the high of 55 in Fresno. Just a little above the average of 54 for this time of year, and well below the record of 70 set back in 1958. Air quality is good for most of the valley tomorrow, the exception Kings and Tulare County, where it is moderate, and wood burning is allowed tomorrow valley-wide. You're just asked to burn cleanly if you plan on using your fireplace. In the Sierra tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, still some wind tonight into tomorrow morning. We could have wind gusts tonight into Sunday about 40 to 60 miles an hour, mainly at the higher elevation, so keep that in mind if you're up there, if you plan to travel up there for tomorrow. And temperatures will be in the 50s, but some spots tonight in the teens and low 20s in some locations. Foothills tomorrow, 50s and 60s, plenty of sunshine, and of course here in the valley it's going to be a little hazy and cold. We have some temperatures in the upper 20s for some locations, and tomorrow just a little bit warmer, upper 50s, a few 60s in the valley, and things are still dry here for a while, and winds are actually going to pick up again once we get to about Wednesday or so for much of the valley. And we're going to have some areas of frost tomorrow morning, but more so once we get to about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next weekend as well. Right now we have about 30 degrees for the low in Fresno, but some parts of the valley could be in the mid-20s for a couple mornings by the end of the week into next weekend.
All right, not too bad.
No,
it's not horrible.
You know, at least it's finally cooling off, giving a little holiday spirit, I guess you can say.
That's true. And speaking of the weather conditions in Southern California, I mean, absolutely just horrific.
Yeah, hopefully things start to improve in a couple of days.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much, Drew.